Introduction. What you will learn in this video. In this video, we will talk about a very common fear among English learners. The fear of being judged for speaking bad English. If you often feel nervous, shy, or uncomfortable when speaking English because you think others might laugh at you or correct you, then this video is for you. We'll explore why this fear exists, how it holds you back, and most importantly, how you can overcome it. By the end, you'll feel more confident and ready to speak English without fear of judgment. Why do we feel judged for our English? Many English learners think that they must speak perfectly to be accepted. They worry about their grammar, pronunciation, or accent. This fear usually comes from past experiences. Maybe someone laughed at your English. Maybe you were corrected in front of others. Maybe you compared yourself to someone who speaks fluently. All of these things make us feel small and unconfident. But here's the truth. Making mistakes is a normal part of learning any language. Think about how babies learn to speak. They don't worry about grammar or vocabulary. They just try, and over time they get better. You can learn the same way, with practice and patience. What happens when we fear judgment? This fear of being judged often leads to silence. You might avoid conversations, stop practicing, or even feel embarrassed in class or public. This can slow down your progress. When you don't practice, you don't improve. It becomes a cycle. You're scared to speak, so you don't speak. And because you don't speak, your confidence stays low. Also, this fear can affect your job, studies, and relationships. You might miss opportunities because you're scared of speaking up, and that's not fair. You have ideas, dreams, and thoughts that deserve to be heard. You are not alone. You may feel like you are the only one who is struggling, but the truth is, millions of people around the world are learning English. Most of them also feel the same way. Even advanced learners sometimes feel insecure. So don't feel ashamed. Feeling nervous is natural, but it's something you can overcome with the right mindset and strategy. Understand this. English is not just for native speakers. English is now a global language. People from different countries speak English in their own way, with different accents, different styles, and even with small grammar mistakes. And guess what? That's okay. You don't need to sound like a native speaker to be successful in English. Many people speak English as a second or third language, and they still do great things in business, education, travel, and more. Focus on communication, not perfection. How to overcome the fear of being judged. Now let's talk about some ways you can reduce this fear and become more confident. 1. Change your mindset. Instead of thinking, people will judge me, tell yourself, people will understand me. Most people are kind and patient. They want to listen. They respect the fact that you are trying to speak another language. Give yourself credit for learning something that isn't easy. 2. Accept mistakes as part of learning. Mistakes are not signs of failure. They are signs that you are learning. When you make a mistake, see it as a chance to grow. No one ever became fluent without making thousands of mistakes first. 3. Practice in safe spaces. Find people you trust. Maybe a friend, a teacher, or a language partner. And speak with them often. The more you practice in a comfortable space, the more confident you'll feel in public or with strangers. 4. Use positive self-talk. Before speaking, say to yourself, I am learning. I'm doing my best. I have the right to speak. This helps remove negative thoughts that stop you from trying. 5. Listen and imitate. Watch English videos, listen to English podcasts, and try to copy the way they speak. This will improve your pronunciation and help you feel more comfortable with the language. 6. Speak every day. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, try to speak English every day. Talk to yourself, describe your day, or say your thoughts out loud. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. 7. Celebrate small wins. Maybe today you spoke English for the first time in public. Maybe you learned 5 new words. Celebrate these small successes. They matter more than you think. The role of others. Don't give them power over you. Sometimes people might correct you or laugh. That's not kind. And it says more about them than about you. Don't give those people power. You are learning a new language, which takes courage. Be proud of yourself. Focus on those who support and encourage you. Also remember, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. They forget words, mix up grammar, and mispronounce things too. So why should you expect to be perfect? Real progress comes from real practice. Many people think they need to study more before they can speak. But the real improvement happens when you start speaking, even if it's not perfect. Use what you know. Speak slowly if you have to. Think before you talk. That's fine. Just don't let fear stop you from trying. Fluency doesn't come from silence. It comes from use. Every time you speak, you get one step closer to confidence. A message of encouragement. You're not behind. You're not too old. And you're not bad at English. You're just on your way. English is not only about words and grammar, it's about connection. And you can connect with people even if your English isn't perfect. Every successful speaker once struggled like you. What made them different? They didn't stop. And neither should you. Conclusion. What we have learned in this video. In this video, we talked about the fear of being judged for bad English. We learned that this fear is common, but it doesn't have to control you. You discovered that making mistakes is normal and that practice is the key to improvement. We shared ways to build confidence, create safe practice spaces, and shift your mindset from fear to growth. And most importantly, we reminded you that your voice matters, no matter how fluent you are. Keep going, keep trying, and don't let fear silence you. You're doing better than you think.